Hi, I'm Amy from Jimmy Bean's Wool, and today we're going to be doing wrap and turn short rows. Wrap and turn short rows, or any kind of short rows, are ways to shape your knitting and kind of make little curves in your knitting, such as on the heel of a sock or a shoulder, and many other ways. I've already done a couple here. You can see I've marked them with my stitch markers here, and I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more. So your pattern is going to specify to knit some certain number of stitches and then wrap the next stitch and turn. So I'm going to work to the point in my pretend project here where we're going to wrap and turn. So I'm going to be wrapping and turning this next stitch here. And the orientation of your yarn isn't super important, but this is the way I like to do it. So when I'm doing this from the right side of the work on the knit side, I like to bring the yarn in front. And an easy way to remember this is however you've been holding it, whether it's the knit or the purl side, bring the yarn to the opposite side from what you have been holding it. So I'm going to bring the yarn in front, I'm going to slip the next stitch, and we'll be slipping all stitches purlwise so we don't twist the stitches. So I've slipped it with the yarn in front. Now I'm gonna bring the yarn to the back and slip that stitch back to the left needle. So it's in effect wrapped. So that is the wrap and turn part of it. So you can see the yarn is literally wrapped around the stitch. So now I'm going to, oh, and one part I forgot to mention is that it can be difficult, especially for newer knitters, when you're coming back to work these stitches, it can be difficult to identify them. So one way to help, at least in the beginning, is to use a stitch marker to mark the wrap. So I'm just gonna put the stitch marker around the wrap so I can see it when I come back to it. So on the wrong side, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna purl to the next stitch to be wrapped. And since I've been holding my yarn in front to purl, I'm now gonna take it to the back, gonna slip the next stitch. I'm going to bring the yarn back around here, slip that stitch back to the left needle, and turn my work here. So you can see from the right side here that that stitch, the yarn is wrapped around the stitch just like it was from the other side. I'll go ahead and mark it so we can see it. Okay, now here's the magic part of this, which is how we work the wraps together with their stitches. So I'm going to work up to the point of this wrapped stitch over here. Take my stitch marker off of the wrap. There are a couple of ways you can do this, and I'm going to show you both that I use depending on the situation and the yarn. One is, if we look at the wrap here, put your needle through the wrap and then also put it through the stitch as though you're going to knit, and you're basically just knitting these together, which can be a little awkward depending on your yarn. So I've simply knit those two together. Another way to do it, if you're using maybe a less elastic yarn and you have a hard time getting your needle into the wrap, is what to do is, so slip the stitch, and basically we're gonna free the wrap. So we've got them both on the needle like that. Take the tip of my left needle to kind of free that up, and again, simply knit them together. And it produces a similar effect. The first method might leave a slightly less hole in the process. Just gonna work to the end of the row here, and then we're gonna tackle the purl stitches. Okay, so now on the purl side here, I am working up to that stitch that was wrapped that we can see was marked there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the marker. Now, working on the purl side is just a little bit different. I kind of struggle to do it the first way I showed you on the knit side, something like, you know, that. So what I prefer to do is to simply free the wrap and put both stitches on the left needle. So I'm going to slip this guy over without working it yet, pick up that wrap, and then I'm going to slip these both back to the left needle. Now here, to me, is the crucial part of making this look good on the right side. Some instructions I see will tell you to simply purl these together, and I'll go ahead and do that and show you what it looks like. So if you just purl them together, From the right side, there's this kind of weird loopy thing going there, which doesn't really blend into your knit fabric, so I don't recommend doing that. A better way to do it, just gonna undo that. So with your stitch and your wrap on this needle, I'm going to do an SSP or a slip purl, which is kind of the opposite of an SSK. So to do this, I'm going to first slip both stitches knitwise, which is what I told you we weren't going to do earlier, but we actually are. So slip these both knitwise. Now slip them back to the left needle purlwise. And we're going to purl them together through the back loop, which is a little awkward if you've never done it before, but it's very possible to do. So by doing it this way, you can see that that extension of the stitch goes right up there and it makes it look more seamless in the finished project. And we can also take a look at what our knit stitches that we did look like. The wrap stitches, here's one right here. They're kind of tough to tell because they just blend right in. And there's the other one right there.
Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing because we have a lot more yarn reviews, tutorials, and other fiber fun like that. Happy crafting!